Hi everybody. Happy Father's Day. It is hot here in Middle Tennessee. So I was glad to be here in my studio for a little while, but kind of bummed. We've had some lovely cool weather. It would have been a great day had it been cooler to grill out, be outside, and instead it's really hot. So Greg, my husband, just took a short motorcycle ride. I think he's back now, but and we'll have a family get together in a little bit. It's a little different now that our oldest two are not really living at home so much, so it's a little quieter, but we'll celebrate in just a little bit and celebrate my dad and my husband and my brother, and we'll have, I don't know, as many of the family as many of them as can be here. I still can't say it. Dadgum. Anyway, so I've been quite busy, and I need to be quite a bit busier. I still have a full week this week, and but I've got lots of things to show you. So let's jump in. Let me just make sure that I am in fact where I think I am live. Hey Joyce. I guess the good news is that the technology is right, that the comments are popping up, so I'm going to assume that I must be where I think I am. If Joyce is there. Okay, so it looks like I am, and I'm going to go ahead and pop this over to my group as well. It's quite confusing to have both a page and a group, but because of the way Facebook works, we really need to do that in order to make sure that we get, or to have as much assurance as we can that our posts are getting seen. So let me show you some of the things that I have been working on, and then I have a project for us today, and I'll tell you about what's coming up on the week. So Thursday, you'll remember, was my Sip and Stamp Girls Night Out, and we made 4 really quick and easy cards. This was one of them. Followed a design by Celine Kempton with the hot air balloons. That's not what it's called at all, but this is a bundle that comes with a cool stamp set and punch, and then I've used the In Colors Designer Series paper with it, and the ribbons and the faceted dots, and it's loads of fun. So we made those in lots of colors. Then yesterday was birthday and Christmas. Oh, actually, let me show you this other version. So here's another version of the same card. We swapped out the greetings on it and the different Designer Series paper. So this is a great way to see all the designs as well as the greetings in that. So birthday class yesterday. So in the birthday class, we make 6 cards, and I really tried to do too much. I apologize to my people that were here, because I was so excited about all the offerings in the catalog that I didn't stick to just one suite of product, one package of Designer Series paper, or one stamp set. And typically I do that because it makes things go a little faster in the class. But instead, we had 6 cards, and they took us too long. I wasn't fully prepared. I couldn't quite decide what we were going to make. And anyway, so with the birthday club, the club costs $30 each month, and it's a product-based class. So they always get about $25, $26 in products. And this month, it was all about embellishments. So they got the washi tape that makes these petals that are just gorgeous, as well as the fuzzy centers. So those were 2 of the embellishments that they received. This is a card that you might have seen Rhonda Wade make in her Facebook Live this week. It was quite similar. So fun card. Now it does use, you'll only get 1 card per sheet of cardstock, so it's not one that's going to conserve cardstock for you, but really pretty. I can't decide if I'm bright enough or not, or how to even show you. But anyway, really cute card, and fun playing with these petals. I am kind of curious though, because they flatten out, and they might flatten out in mailing, but they look so pretty popped up. I'm not quite sure what we would do to keep them fluffed. So if you've got any thoughts on that, please let me know. But this was a really cool card, fun to make, and so many pretty papers. This card, I think, was one similar to one that Erica Serwin, Pink Buckaroo Stamps, had made, and using the rectangular shaped stitched dies. And she did hers a little differently. She made a frame with hers, but I couldn't make my frame turn out just right. And the woven, heirloom woven stamp set, woven treasure, I don't know. But anyway, the stamp set and the designer series paper there. And then the in color faceted dots, faceted gems, something like that. And then this cool ribbon that makes a fringe when you pull the bottom of it off. So really pretty birthday card with the terracotta tile color. And then this is from Jackie Klompin Stampers, I think is her name. And she just hit her $1 million in sales, and so this was one of her cards. And so it's from the Wild Rose, which I've used before. I think I used that last week. And so kind of cool, leaving part of it black and white and part of it colored. And then this one, oh, I think I've seen a few. This is the Perennial Essence Beautiful Designer Series paper. Again, they use their fuzzy dots and some vellum to make these to make this card. Theirs was actually a Blackberry Bliss base, but I cut a different piece of Designer Series paper for mine, and I used Petal Pink on mine. Oh, embossing powder on the back of them. Well, that's an idea. Or hit it with the embossing buddy, maybe, so that it doesn't stick. That's a good thought. And then this was from Ange McKay, and using the Magnolia Suite. So you can see we used a lot of different things here. And then these enamel dots. No, is that what you call them? Epoxy dots. So there's a sheet that is transparent and a sheet that is translucent, and then this was the final card, and I'm not sure if this was Rachel Tessman, maybe. This was one of her cards. So I used the Daisy punch that was already in the annual catalog. This was not the new medium punch, and the mosaic paper, but really, really cool to use the designs from that are meant to make a border, and then to cut the leaves from the wild, from the paper itself, and then even the dot of the flower, the center of the flower, is from that Designer Series paper. And then we did a little bit on the inside as well. So those were our birthday cards, and I don't seem to have the Christmas cards over here, but I had already posted those, so you've already seen those. So now, masculine cards, right? So this week, Tuesday afternoon, is the masculine card class. You come and you make 4 designs. You make 2 of each. Your cards are free with a purchase, a qualifying purchase, or $20. So you make 8 cards. So let's look at some of what I have for them. Now, this one is with the retired paper. This retired the end of May, this beautiful Designer Series paper from the Garage Gears. But, you know, I still had these cards on hand, and you know, I said Hardin was going to make cards with me today, and he decided I had enough already made that he should just shop from my cards. And since I've been told this week that I have more cards than Hallmark, that seemed like okay. I had this one as well. You're a Classic. And then I love this one. This is from A Wild Ride, and it also just retired. But it says, I really don't feel like going for a bike ride, or going for a ride today, and said no motorcycle rider ever. So I love that. And that stamp set also retired, but I can't give it up. My husband's a bike rider. Then this was from the Punch Art class that we had last month, and it says World's Best Father. And then on the inside, I borrowed a sentiment from a good man, and said it's your day. So that was fun. And then this one was also from that Punch Art class. This one actually should have been in the mail the middle of last week, and it didn't go. So we'll have to go tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get everybody to sign it today, and get it sent off on its way just a little farther west of here. And then I've been coloring today. So I just love this. This is a Good Man stamp set, and the designer series paper from the Sailing Away suite. And so I stamped Relax Your Way and then Happy Father's Day on the inside on a Night of Navy. This one was actually a swap card. In my team, we share cards every month. Those of you that want to sign up, and we send cards to each other to have more samples to share. And so this was a sample that I got from someone else. Some super white legs, so clearly this did not come from someone in the South, right? I'm just teasing. Then I made this one today, and I cased this as well. I just love the opportunity to color. That's so much fun, and I grew up loved. So super sentiment also from that same stamp set. And this last one, we're actually going to make. No, we're not going to make this one. Sorry, I lied. I thought we might make this one, but I ran into another one and decided to do it instead. So a happy birthday card. So some of these will make it into the masculine class on Thursday, but I'm not going to commit to which ones just yet. But so this is one. The embossing is from an embossing folder that actually retired the end of May, but it didn't feel like I had anything else that did just the right thing, so I used it too. So happy birthday, a combination of the Sail Away stamp set, framelits, itty bitty birthdays for the happy birthday, and the Seaside embossing folder that retired. Okay, so I'm going to point you down, and then I'm going to show you the product that we have. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to point you down. We all know that this is a bit of a struggle sometimes. So let me come over here and make sure that I'm watching what's happening so that I can see when I get it right. Alright, and then this, and I don't think that's right. But the interesting thing is, so that has me. Maybe it is. Okay. I think I have it right. So, the project today, I don't have a sample of it yet, but I've got this lovely clean paper here, right? This host code is good for another few days. I do have an order that I'll submit this week, and I'll I'll post a new host code at that time. So if you would like to place an order and don't have a demonstrator, I would love it if you would order from me. Be most appreciative of that. And okay, let me show you what we have. So I have a piece of basic black for our card base, and I've actually got it. It is 5.5 across and 8.5 down, scored at 4 1/4. Then I have a piece of mint macaron, which is 5 1/4 by 4. So really you just take a quarter in when you're making your layers, right? So if this is 5.5 wide, then your first layer would be 5 1/4. Of course, if you want a more startling contrast, then you could take it in another 1/4 inch, but that's a good rule of thumb, is to just subtract a 1/4 inch at a time. Then I have 1.5 inch by 5 1/4 strip of Poppy Parade, which I'm loving these colors. And then I have the new Seaside Spray, new color, and I used the Stitch Nested dies to cut a border there. And then I have a white piece that we are going to stamp on, that's going to go there, and a strip of the Seaside in color ribbon. It's going to come around there, so like so. This might be a Debbie Henderson design. I am not entirely sure, but so I already have. I did cheat and stamp because I was afraid I would forget what my design was like. So, but I will stamp again. So here is my white And here's the stamp set. So this is A Good Man. This does not have framelits that come with it, and this is line art that you can leave just stamped, or you can color it with your watercolor pencils, or your ink, or your Stampin' Blends. You have a lot of different ways that you can choose to color. Remember, please, if you are stamping and if you're going to color with your blends, you need to use Memento ink. If you are going to watercolor with anything else that Stampin' Up! Has, watercolor pencils or our ink, our Aqua Painter blender pen, then you want to use the StazOn ink, the more permanent ink. But today I am going to go ahead and color with blends. So, now I talked about how hot it was, and here I stand in wearing a long sleeve shirt, which doesn't surprise any of you that know me very well, does it? Because I'm always cold. I'm just going to stamp that one for Dad, the little boy. Now, Memento ink does take just a second to dry, so I'm going to make sure I'm not smearing it. And I'll go ahead and stamp beside it, It's Your Day. And I apologize, my head is probably right in the way here. I like the way these fonts are. I think that they're a little more forgiving in the gotta be straight kind of thing. Wait, that's on the wrong thing. And I looked over. Okay. Okay, that's not perfect, but it's there. So I have just stamped with It's a Good Man. Plain stamp set does not come with framelits. It has some really cool sayings. You do a great job of being a great guy. Relax your way. Thanks to you. You're the best. It's your day. I grew up loved. And being a good dad starts with being a good man and for you. And then it has these line art images which you can color or you can leave black and white. I've had fun coloring them today. Coloring is very relaxing, and I don't get to do it as often as I would like. So we might have to do some coloring on Tuesday afternoon. I'd love it if you could join me, and please let me know right away if you're going to be able to. Okay, so the Memento ink takes just a few minutes to dry. I think it's dry. It looks like I might have smeared my It's Your Day just a little bit, but I think it's okay. I'm just going to grab some colors to go with this. Here, and then I think I'll use and then maybe I'll figure the rest of it out in the meantime. So, the line art images do a great job of helping us see where to put the dark. Provide the emphasis for us. That's very helpful. So I am going in with my dark copy gray first, and then come back with the light and blend it in. It's super easy with the blends to keep on color. Now your blends do bleed through the paper, so that may not bother you. But I would not want this to be on my card base, because I don't want you to open the card and see the back side of my coloring. As soon as I do a little bit of coloring, I'll show you what I mean. And I may come back after coloring more. heard it. And the blends have a bullet end and a brush end. They're real easy to see which is which. So the line tells you that this is the more narrow. The thicker line tells you this is the brush. And then you also have a little picture of the brush and the bullet end. Oh, I'm not going to be sure. Well, I guess I am. That looks kind of crazy. It'd be great if I could zoom in. Look for that option. I really need to spend some time. I did watch a couple of YouTube videos on this amazing software. But clearly I need to practice. For small areas like this, I do generally color with teasing when I said that the swap card I received hadn't colored the flesh. You certainly don't have to. We didn't have either when the blends first came out. Oh, what did I do? My lips certainly seem a little funny like too. So I'm going back to that complete. Use our hair. And I'll come back and add some bronze. I did put my cast back on. I'm not going to try out something for my own coloring, but it's hot. It's hot. Blend it a little bit with the light. So bronze and ivory are two colors that are by themselves. They don't have a light and dark version of them. Okay, this guy needs some pants. What kind of pants should he wear? Let's see. I really intended for his pants to be blue jeans and his shirt to be something different, but that didn't happen. So should have had my colors all picked out. Since I had my cardboard picked out, I should have these all straight out too. So I may have to color in my other one. Shoot, I did it backwards. And then with my dark, my light versus my dark. That's right. Just add more color. Okay. There it is. Let's put these two together. Now I'll put this out. So we can go to Tumblr. Put this on here. Oh, so now you can see. So I wouldn't want this to be my card layer and have someone open up their card and see the back like that. So when I use my blends, I make sure that they go behind another layer of text on the card. Let's see. There's that. This time. So I embossed this with the embossing folders, and so let's talk about these embossing folders because there's not published, but the embossing folders that were those textured embossing folders are not available yet because they're transitioning over to the 3D version, which is the new style embossing folders. So the same pattern is going to be available, but it's not available right now as we make that transition. So it's quite confusing when you see in the catalog that you're not able to purchase yet. So I would imagine there'll be some more announcements to come, but we had lots of questions both from demonstrators and customers asking about the embossing folders because they can't get them right now. And that is why, because we're transitioning to the new manufacturer, new style, the 3D embossing folders, not really as thick as these textured dynamic ones are. And so we'll need to fiddle around and figure out what our sandwich is for that new style. That's fine. It'll work on our die-cut machine just fine. Once we figure out what the right combination of plates and shims is. We need some dimensionals. So I learned something recently I'm going to share with you. So we've talked about not having saggy middles for a while, but this part of it I only learned recently. So my friend Celine, who's probably showed you probably the hot air balloons, uses a lot of dimensionals. She doesn't want any saggy bits, right? But she recognizes that the reason she uses so many is for support. It's not for the sticky of it, right? So she doesn't peel all of them off, right? I've been accustomed to going through and making sure I've peeled each one off before I stick it down. I don't have to do that. So actually this time I've left 3 unpeeled. I feel like such a rebel. That's quite lovely. Now it needs some little dots, right? And I don't have red, but this Poppy Parade, but that would be awesome. So I'm actually going to take my Stampin' Blend in Poppy Parade, and I am going to We know this is where I struggle, so where does this lead? This is the part that I need to a little bit those embellishments. Slid away from me. And not too bad. So here is another masculine card for today. And that'll be pretty quick and easy to do. Oh, you know what? No, I forgot something. I gotta put it back in the sheet for a second. I forgot, this is why I went ahead and cut these stamp things first. This Darling Heart is all of the stamp set too. And we'll just take a little fussy cutting. And with a little fussy cut, the scissors pretty much stay stationary. And if you turn paper, and I'm not cutting all the way up to the black. I'm going to leave a little bit of seaside separation. It could be in the sample that I saw. She might have used the terracotta tile, the new color, for the strip of paper, but there's not a terracotta tile Stable Blend. Pretty sure she blends, but you could use the terracotta tile and it would be beautiful, and then color with a blender pen or the aqua painter. Remember, you need to use Stays-On ink if you were doing that. So, lots of options. It's all about your preference. So, what's you do about that too? I might have to put the lid on right that side. And the glue dot, of course, will dry faster. The glue dot doesn't have to dry at all, does it? Okay. Now, I still need a third little dot here somewhere. I have no clue where it is. I'm going to put it up here, then I'm going to go back to my example, and I'm going to move it around a little bit. So, basic black base, mint macaron, seaside spray. I use Poppy Parade, and then my stamping pens. So, what do you think, guys? Thanks so much for spending part of your Sunday afternoon with me for Father's Day. I hope that all the fathers are well celebrated today. I'm going to sign off and go celebrate with my family for a little bit now. And I hope that you can join me here Tuesday for Manly Cards, or Thursday for our all-occasion cards. In both classes, we'll make 4 designs, 2 of each. And I lost my train of thought. So guys, have a great day. Thanks for being here. This host code is good for a little while longer, and then later this week I will swap that out for a minute. Thanks so much, everybody, for being here. Have a great Sunday.